Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we have our weekly budget pantry haul, $21. We got things, some paper products, and most importantly, food items that we don't have to cook. Of course, they taste good when they're cooked, but they don't need to be cooked. And that's kind of what we're concentrating on right now. Before, we were concentrating on replacing all the items we used through the farmer's market this year. All those baking goods almost completely replenished. We still have a couple items from Amazon that I need to show you. They just came in last night, so I'm going to be making that video today as well. But the baking portion of it, we're back to normal. Everything's replenished, and now we can just keep rotating. And now we're concentrating on those foods that do not require cooking. If you have a favorite item that you buy that doesn't require cooking, leave that down in the comments. I'm going to ask again at the end in case you forget, because I really want to know all the different types of things that people eat right out of the can, things that they love. All right, friends, let's jump into this $21 haul. $21.15. Let's jump into this haul. We've got 2 of these Yardley disposable washcloths. These are still only $1. I cannot say enough about this. This is a very, very valuable thing to have on hand, especially if you lose electricity, if you don't have running water. There's a million reasons why these could come in handy. If you don't have any on hand, I highly suggest you get some. We also got 4 boxes of tissues. It's the True Living brand. They're $1 a box. They're soft. They're good. Again, for $1, you just cannot find that kind of deal. It's amazing. We are concentrating on foods that won't necessarily need to be cooked if we need to eat them, okay? These you can eat right out of the package. They are black refried beans. I'm not going to go on and on because I have on the other videos, but if you haven't found these before, they have them at Dollar General for $1.25. It's almost a pound of beans, 15.2 ounces. They have refried black and refried pinto beans. Excellent, excellent product. Okay, with the raviolis and the beefaronis, they were $1.40 each, and the SpaghettiOs $1.65 each. Now, the SpaghettiOs is a 15.8 ounce container, as to where the Chef Boyardees are 15 ounces. So you're almost getting an entire one more ounce in the SpaghettiO container. I know there isn't meat in them, but we really enjoy SpaghettiOs, if I'm being honest, and we enjoy them out of the can. I'm not saying we wouldn't enjoy these out of the can. Obviously, we're picking them up for that purpose because it's about having food on hand that we don't need to cook. And you might say, Ashley, why don't you want to cook your food, or why wouldn't you be able to? So many reasons. In fact, right now we're going through a propane situation, which I'll have that on another video, but you just never know when your stove's not going to work. And yes, we have backup, so that hasn't been an issue for us, but what if I didn't have backup? What if I didn't have another way to cook when I have an issue with my stove? Having foods that require zero cooking is always a bonus. And what if you don't want people smelling your food? I really want you to think about that statement. What if you don't want other people smelling your food, okay? Sometimes, and hopefully it's not the case in any of our future, that we don't want people smelling our food, but you just never know. Having these kind of options on hand, especially for children. Children love this kind of stuff, okay? And they won't feel neglected or without if you can give them a nice Chef Boyardee meal. These beans, super good on their own, not being heated. So just think about these things, okay? And I want to tell you something. The reason for years now, week after week after week, I have shown you these hauls is because I'm trying to show consistency and need. There's a lot of people who are now, just now, friends, coming out and saying, okay, I know I should have started. Where do I start? Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. I can hardly afford to buy groceries for my family and all of this. I'm talking about people who said we were cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs before for doing this, okay? Us personally, we're not rich folks. We don't have a lot of money. We're very considered poor, which I'm okay with that. But that meant we had to do this over time, slowly but surely, okay? So that's why I show this. I know that most people in the world don't have a ton of money to just run out in one day and spend $1,000 on groceries. There are some people who can do that and absolutely are doing that right now. They're panicking and they're stocking their pantries to the maximum capacity, and they have the means to do so. But unfortunately, there's still people out there who cannot afford to do that, and they're just now getting started when all the prices are grossly inflated. We are at the time of the holidays, and this is the time that tons of foods go on sale. So it's my opinion. I'm not telling you what to do, but for us, looking for those sales at the holidays, we learned that way back, okay? We learned way back, save a little extra money, because come this time of the year, food is going to go on sale, okay? So, that being said, I'm not criticizing anybody for not having a pantry. No, 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 no. Nothing like that. I'm feeling, it's a great feeling knowing that people are waking up. They're paying attention. They're starting their pantries. It's going to be a little bit more challenging, but there are still stores out there, guys. There are stores that have dented can sales and just discounted grocery outlet places where you can get food at a discount, okay? So if you haven't started, please do, even if it's one can at a time. Let's say you only have $1 extra this week. Get something like this that only cost $1. You only have $2 this week. Okay, just get a can of Chef Boyardee. Keep the 60 cents for next week, because next week you could get 2 of these. Do you see what I'm saying? Slowly but surely, continue to stock your pantries. Please do not stop. Don't buy anything you're not going to eat. If you're not going to eat it, don't buy it, okay? That's a simple rule. If you just abide by that rule, you're never going to waste any food, because you're buying food that you're going to eat and you will rotate through it. All right, friends, I just had to say that because I want you to know why. I have to reiterate why we do this and share this with you on the weekly basis. It's the consistency. Hard times are coming, and I want everyone to have equally the amount of opportunity to get prepared for it. All right, friends, leave us a comment. Let us know what your favorite canned food is that you can eat right out of the package, or if it's something like this, let us know all about it, where you buy it, how much it cost. That way we all can be looking for it. We love you all, friends. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share, and we're going to be talking to you really soon. God bless and keep every single one of you.